12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. Welcome to my channel. My name is Samuel and I want to make self-growth normal. If you want to make self-growth normal, because I don't want to do it alone, and who doesn't want to make self-growth normal, then make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps with ranking and SEO and all this other stuff, and I really appreciate it because so much work goes into making these videos. Have you ever seen a video of this guy talk? He can talk forever. If you guys think I could talk forever, oh my gosh. In this review, I'm going to talk about the 12 rules in the book. Not sure what else I would talk about. I mean, I tried to talk about it in this review, but I don't know if it worked. I listened to this book about a year ago, and I didn't find it as interesting as I was expecting it to be, but I don't think I was as interesting back then as I am now. So I guess it's exciting to see what I'm going to say here. Rule 1. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. This rule is a little strange. Not the rule itself, but he tells us about hierarchies of lobsters and different birds. There's these social hierarchies, and he's like, this is what humans and all these animals have to do with each other. And he also talks about serotonin and depression treatment and the Pareto distribution. And if I hear about the 80-20 distribution rule in one more self-help business book, you know what? Maybe I'm just jealous of Pareto, okay? He can have his cake, but someday one of us is gonna eat it because he's dead.
And cake tastes good. It does.
Rule 2. Treat yourself like someone you're helping. I love that. I didn't know what specifically to expect in this book. I think there is just a lot of complexity? Not that what he says isn't true, but for all of these little rules, it seems like he's trying to add a lot of science and religion and stuff that's not really all that necessary. Is that what you expect the 12 rules of life to be for humans? This is a great rule. A lot of these rules are really good, actually. This one puts pressure on us to take care of others subjective to our values of ourselves, assuming we follow these rules consistently. Rule 3 is make friends with people who want the best for you. This is a classic self-help tip for life, but I'm still surprised nowadays how the importance of it is not as well known as it could be. Maybe it is, I don't know. Rule 4, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not who someone else is today. Ideally, I would consider the book a solid, more than anything, behavioral guide to just kind of being on top of your shit, but hit the focus on Christianity throughout the book, the further you get into it, it's a little much. People in positive reviews, I think, will say that he uses it to better explain his points. But in my experience, the degree of focus that he put on it took a tad too much away in some parts from his focus on usefully explaining the points themselves. Rule 5 is do not let your children do anything that will make you despise them. This does just say a lot, as far as I know, about and imagine how to treat children and raise them effectively, and how not to raise them ineffectively. Rule 6 is smashing that like button if you haven't already, and then setting your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Reminds me of something I heard from How to Win Friends and Influence People. Never complain about the snow on your neighbor's doorstep when your house is when there's just a bunch of fucking snow on your doorstep. But I really like how much emphasis he puts on the chaos of hypocrisy in this one. I really think he hit that nail on the head. Rule 7 is pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. But again, there's just too much focus on Christianity in this one. There was just a little bit too much for me. And here's the thing about that. A lot of people are typically interested in a book because of, more than anything, its title. I know I am, at least. But what in the title, 12 Rules for Life, an Antidote to Chaos, implies that Christianity is just going to be a common theme brought up throughout the book. His personal experiences, I found very entertaining. And I was raised Jewish. I really love, what I love a lot is when books talk about lots of different perspectives from lots of different religions and how they have these things in common with them. This one only talks about that of Christianity, and it saddens me. It kind of saddens me. I just prefer when there's no, guys, this is a self-help book, and you open it, and it just screams, here's my agenda! We both know it can help you, but it is there whether you care about it or not. That's up to you, and it's a really polarizing thing to use to thread the pieces together. You're taking a big risk here, and not one that I see as worth, like, paying, even if it works. I honestly think that, like, I didn't think the book was bad or anything, but, like, 12 Rules for Christian Life or 12 Christian Rules for Life would have been a far more fitting title, in my opinion. Rule 8 is, again, these rules are all really great, honestly. Tell the truth or at least don't lie. Rule 9 is assume the person you're listening to might know something you don't. And this also makes sense. All of these make sense. I'll admit it. Except one of the ones I'm about to talk about. I mean, you don't know what you don't know. Or as he said, you can't fix a car with an axe, but you can still cut down a tree. A problem is that I just found him making so many generalizations, positive, neutral, and negative, about people who make generalizations. And their generalizations in general. I think I just made a generalization. I guess that just confirms some of the ideas in this book. But I feel like most of all his biases kind of bled in between the lines, almost profusely, of his reasoning. Rule 10 is be precise in your speech. I feel bad saying this, I do, but I found this book, myself enjoying the book less and less as it went on, because that's a rare thing for me. Rule 11 is do not bother children when they are skateboarding. And this one is just the most unnecessary, like the whole tangent about gender inequality, sex inequality, all the differences between them. What is with that? It is so unnecessary, whether I agree with it or not. Is it an important subject? Sure, I'm not saying that it's not, but actually, you know what my thing with this book is? It is that as I listened to it, I felt like I was being disproportionately less educated on self-help than I was on Christianity. And I just really want to stress with this review that they are not the same thing, despite their similarities. Rule 12 is pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. And that one's a little weird, but I kind of liked it. I found this book a little disjointed. I found it biased and, more than anything, probably just in the way of itself and its purpose. And I feel bad saying that because I do respect Jordan Peterson. I think he's a very smart, educated guy. Maybe he has taken the negative feedback from many other, there are so many other people who had to shat all over this book. But I hope that his next book, if it came out, I didn't look, if it hasn't, the next book he's writing, I hope it's a little bit less focused on Christianity, and if it's not, I really hope something about Christianity is in the title, or at the cover, or just fucking quotes. Dreams shed light on the dim places where reason itself has yet to voyage. Pain matters more than matter matters. The person who tries and fails and is forgiven, and then tries and fails and is forgiven, is also, too, often the person who wants everyone to believe in the authenticity of all that trying. What you aim at determines what you see. You don't love someone despite their limitations. You love someone because of their limitations. Direction 1. I recommend this book for anyone who is as interested in self-help as they are Christianity. I am willing to bet that those people will find this book particularly compelling. People who have not fit that description, I'm pretty sure they have enjoyed the book as well. But me, I just didn't. At least as much as I wanted to. Direction 2. If you like this book, the only one I can really recommend, I mean, because of the whole Christianity thing, I guess He Motions by T.D. Jakes. As far as the ones I know, even if you're not a guy, if you're in a relationship with a guy, or both, I like to think there's plenty you could certainly get out of that book. 12 Rules for Life and Antidote to Chaos by Jordan Peterson. There's a link in the description if you guys want to check it out and read the reviews. That and all the other books that I mentioned in this video as well, if you want to check those out too. If there are any other books that you guys want me to check out and review, please, excuse me, let me know in the comments below, and also let me know if you checked out this book and you liked it. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, because I don't know why people watch this far into my videos and they don't subscribe, but if you have subscribed and you want to turn it up just a notch and turn on that little notification bell to receive a notification every time I drop a new video, that will mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for watching, I really appreciate it. You can find me everywhere, and I will see you then.